Hello, everybody. Sorry, we were sitting here for a while. I have Django in my ears, and I was making a point, and I lost track of the time because I was making a point. Hi, everyone. How's it going out there? Welcome.
I mean, mostly she's just stalling because she doesn't want to do the planet that's on tap for today.
I'm excited for the start of the stream because we're gonna find a star map, but the end of the stream is the rest of the stream is gonna be either me hopping around the galaxy or Manan, which is the worst planet in this game, by a long shot.
I'm still suggesting a 3-hour Pazak and swoop race stream at some point.
I would play Pazak for 3 hours. I don't know why HK just ran through a mine, but he thought it was fun, so that's what happened.
I mean, the way I play Pazak takes 3 hours anyway because I save, and then if I lose, I load it again.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how everybody plays.
That's how I play. More gaffy sticks for more bounties. Oh, good. OBS is already yelling at me, so this is off to a good start. I just want to make sure I, actually picked up all the remains. There's a mine. We're just going to avoid those, because apparently I have bad luck at... Nope, I did not pick up all the remains. I like how
I just want to point out, too, the bad logic of putting a mine in the middle of a desert. Because as soon as the wind blows, it's either going to explode, or it's going to get covered up and defeat the purpose.
Or one of these banthas will just walk on it. That's true, Bear. He just does what he wants. And you like it or you don't.
I mean, HK is basically a badger.
He is. HK is the honey badger. I remember in the good old days of Port Haven when Maynard would post badger memes everywhere, and then people would threaten to ban him.
Yeah, those people were me.
Oh, that was fun. That was like the first time I've used a dark side power correctly, and it worked and was actually empowering. Okay, what do I want to do? So we can go back into town and do things, but if I remember correctly, the sand people actually gave me, or they didn't give me, their dead bodies rendered unto me a map, so I shouldn't have to go back to town. So we'll go to these nice little spiral doodles over here. Hey, Steven, welcome! Also, welcome, Bear. I'd welcomed you via text, but not via voice.
Hey, Steven, did you ever solve your mystery last week?
Yes, Steven, did you ever solve the mystery of Throne of Lies? I know, right? We're really close to there. I'm not actually sure where I'm at because one part of YouTube tells me I have 298 subs and the other part tells me I have 299. Throne of Lies remains unidentified. Well, that sounds like a Throne of Lies for you. Alright. So just walking around. This is like the only part of the map where there's dewbacks. I love dewbacks. Dewbacks were always one of my favorite Star Wars creatures. I appreciate the offer a lot, Steven, but too many duplicate accounts actually messes with my my numbers when I'm trying to figure out if I'm getting subs or not. So I think I'm good. I'd kind of rather earn them at this point, but I appreciate you asking and I appreciate the offer.
My favorite thing about dewbacks now is the story from a certain point of view.
Yeah.
I'm tired of
where
waiting.
The guy just wants to ride dewback.
How big can this dragon
That's all
of
he
yours
wants in
be?
life.
That's Daniel Jose Olders, isn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it is because I remember really liking it. Oh, dude, don't apologize, Steven. I appreciate all of the attention you've given this channel. I think you've subbed the correct number of times, the number of times you've subbed now. I think his name is Comad Fortuna. probably an ancestor of Bib Fortuna. This
So that
is...
means if you kill him, you create a paradox.
This is actually the hardest part of the game for me, and you have to do this no matter what, be it light side or dark side. But killing the crate dragon, because my pet lizard is named in honor of this beast. And much
I'm
like
proud of you for pronouncing it correctly.
yeah, well, I still call mine Krat because I still say Krat is a better name. Like, there's a crate dragon. There's a dragon made out of boxy wood coming to eat me. That sounds scary.
You could attack the Krat dragon with your melee weapon.
I also think Krat is better now because we have the planet of Crate in The Last Jedi. And I'm like, so now there's wooden crates, there's the planet of Crate, and there's the crate dragon, and they're all spelt differently. And it's just confusing the heck out of me. I just realized that I didn't advertise this stream at all.
So, I'll do some of that.
Okay. I haven't dropped any Discord links. It's fine. Who needs views?
You'll have to do the Discord stuff.
That's fine. Oh well. Why should I trust you? I'm also, my OCD is kicking in because I can't see how many people are watching. It's bothering me. Can I fix that? I'll fix that one.
I also like
Hey LQ,
Star
welcome.
Wars, where they change the names of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Korriban isn't Korriban anymore.
No, it's Morabon or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a Lucas decision in Clone Wars. I don't remember why Lucas didn't like the name Korriban. He literally just changed a letter. Like, it's spelled almost exactly the same, except for it's an M instead of a K.
If I remember right, the assumption was that it was too close to something else.
I don't know if it was Coruscant or what. He did that a lot, though. Like, he didn't want Anakin Solo, who's Legends universe, child of Han and Leia. He didn't want Anakin Solo to go to the dark side because he thought it was going to confuse people with Anakin Skywalker, which didn't make any sense because it's like anybody who likes Star Wars enough to read a Star Wars book is going to like it enough to know the difference between two people named Anakin. But whatever. What was I going to say? Lucas. Oh, but the name thing doesn't bother me too much. It reminds me again in Legends. So Admiral Akbar, it's a trap guy. He is from the planet of Mon Calamari, and it was called the planet of Mon Calamari for a long time. And then the Star Wars Legacy comic changed the name to DAC, D-A-C, which I think was also represented in the Clone Wars cartoon. And it upset a lot of people that it got changed. But I think that doesn't bother me because it's like, if you're from the planet, you're going to have a name for the planet, but people not from the planet are going to have a name for the planet. Like, we have the same way. Like, our galactic, our international, recognized by the United Nations or whatever maps, have names for places, and then you have indigenous people who call that place another thing. So, I guess in my head, like, maybe canonically it's called Morabon in the Jedi archives, but maybe the Sith called it Korriban. You know what I mean? That's kind of a headcanon thing that doesn't bother me too much.
Speaking of the Jedi archive, I just thought I would throw this in. That I'm playing through KOTOR 2, and it occurred to me as I was playing through this that if I was actually a Jedi, I would want to be a Jedi librarian. Like no joke, like that would be the career path I chose.
Hello, Yagi. I'm actually really excited because I just started reading the Vader comic by Charles Soule, and it wasn't in this story arc, but I think it's the next one where Jocasta Nu shows up. Actually, she was at the very end. She's like the teaser at the end of the first arc. Oh, quick side note. This is my favorite part of the entire game, and I get into this every time. So I have this guy with the headtails says, we are far from the weekend tribes around Anchorhead, San Diego, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he's told me, go get some fodder to feed these banthas so I can lure the banthas in as bait for the crate dragon. So there's a dialogue option of, look, I have your fodder. And the first time I played, I think it went over my head, and then I just remember looking at it and I just started laughing because it's, look, I have your fodder. And it makes me undeniably happy because it's so easy to miss, and yet it's a Star Wars reference. I just had to...
See, if I was writing dialogue for a game like this, every conversation would have choices like that.
Right, or it's just like some sort of... I just like it because it's so hidden in plain sight. It's so funny. Like, you kind of have to say it out loud to get it. I'll see what I can do.
I would put in a special achievement that you only get if you pick all of the...
Right, all of the movie dialogue. Yagi says hello.
It's going to completely screw up your RPG and your light side, dark side stuff, but...
Hey, gamers love the pain of random achievements for absurd things. But yeah, alright, so I gotta go up to this bantha doodle over here. I'm clicking on the bantha. Whoa, game is spazzing out. It's spazzing. It's thinking about it real hard. Come here, bantha. Oh, Django wins. You're at the high ground there. Actually, before I know I just paused at like a super exciting point, but as this is always the most professional stream you've ever been to, let me like drop 2 Discord links super freaky fast. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to drop one. Oh no, Bear did it for me. Thanks, Bear. Bear's the best. Super appreciate that, Bear. Thank you.
LQ wants to know what your favorite fandom is that's not Star Wars.
Favorite fandom that's not Star Wars? That's a very interesting question. Because like Star Wars, in a lot of ways, is my favorite thing because it's like for me to pick like a second thing, I would have to define like favorite TV show, favorite game, favorite non-Star Wars movie. Like there's not just like another thing that's 2, I guess, if that makes sense. What's my other favorite thing? Oh, the in-game audio's loud. I'm sorry, yeah, you helped me now. Hold on. Thank you for tailing me. I think I had it cranked from when I was doing Stardew on my other channel. Is that better? No, you were right. The game audio was loud. I just looked at the bar. So I'm pretty obsessed with, video game-wise, the BioShock series. Like, my ringtone is a BioShock ringtone. My text tone is a BioShock text tone. So that's pretty intense. Television-wise, the Bauer in my name comes from the TV show 24. And that's been a pretty big influencer on a lot of things for me.
Movie-wise, she's really into the Paul Blart universe.
Yes, I am really into the Paul Blart universe. It has a very extensive expanded universe, actually. The Paul Blart flip book series is amazing. But then also, besides Paul Blart in movies, it would probably be the MCU, and I put Marvel like MCU there because I like this. Come talk to me. It's not, sketchy at all. because I haven't gotten into Marvel comics except for Star Wars Marvel comics, and that's not a slam on the comics. I've just literally never tried because it's a lot of time. Like, it's a lot of time investment, and I'm kind of invested in a lot of other things. That said, I recently renewed my XCOM addiction, and it's bad. So that's a thing too. All right. Oh, I'm still wearing. I'm like, why is he talking about my wardrobe? I've literally never seen this line before. I'm still wearing the frickin' robes. That's funny. We're gonna do this. We're gonna wear these robes as long as the game will let me. No worries, LQ. I like talking about that kind of stuff. Django, I know your other favorite thing is Batman.
Yes.
All of the Batman.
Batman and Lord of the Rings.
Melodic! Hello, Melodic. Thank you for coming by. How are you today? If I keep looking off when I'm talking to you, it's because my chat is there, and anyway. That's what I'm doing. R.I.P. Dragon. Makes me sad. I hate this part of the game. I think this guy's like, we need to kill him with mines. I feel real bad because I killed him with mines. I'm like, well, you can't take it back now, can you? Yagi, there's a very... I look back on this time with fond memories. I don't know if Django does. But I once got a fight going on Port Haven about the Eagles in Lord of the Rings, and it went on for like days, and it was great. It was like the quintessential Lord of the Rings movie fan versus Lord of the Rings book fan kind of debate. I want more, and you'll give it all to me. And then I felt validated because Hizzy started making the same argument I did. And Jay shows up just when I say that. Perfect time, Jay Petey. When I say the argument went on for days, it was really Jay and I for days. Best timing in the world. Oh man, thanks for dropping by. What part of the world are you in today? Where do your world travels take you? Nope, I'm gonna kill this guy. Never done this before. This is some crazy violence. Dark side points. Oh, I got you all choked up. At least now you'll never have to feel guilty for killing the dragon. Really, I'm doing a service to you. Does this mean I get 2 crate dragon pearls? Oh, man. Last week in Malaysia, then flying to Vermont for work, so not so exotic. Vermont can be kind of exotic. Yeah, I know.
I've never been to Vermont.
I've never been to Vermont, so you'll get there sooner than me. Maybe you'll find Bernie there. That'd be pretty cool. I can't remember if I actually have to do this to get... I think I have to actually do this to get the other pearl, but maybe I don't. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna save here just because I know what happens next. I mean, yeah.
Crystal in your lightsaber too?
Yes, they can be a crystal in your lightsaber. They're a really good one. Yes, taking the pearls is basically poaching, but I'm a dark sider, so I think poaching's okay. Also, egg poaching, as in that's how you make your eggs, is probably also fine.
I could eat poached eggs for Holland days.
Breakfast puns. Finally, a purple lightsaber crystal. It's about darned time. This game doesn't get going until you get a one. Ophila, or Apella, however you would say that, is another really good one. Chewed Twi'lek corpse. Oh, here's this really big important thing. That's fine. I'll look at it in a second when I'm done looting. That's a weird looking alien. How strange. I wonder if that could be what the builders look like. Star map. In Star Wars Galaxies, running into a Krayt dragon was the most terrifying thing. Coming across them in the desert, they would automatically say, that is terrifying. That does indeed sound terrifying. Game audio just got super loud, sorry. It's the loud part of the game.
Finding this star map here in this cave gives me a cold shiver. You don't think it's just coincidence that the Krayt dragon made its home here, do you? The star map is an
I do. I believe only in coincidence.
have been drawn here by its dark power.
Hey guys, YouTube's yelling at me and telling me that there's problems with the stream, but I'm also watching it and it looks fine. So if you're experiencing problems, let me know.
I don't see anything.
I think he's just mad at me because I'm sending video and not the right resolution. Hey, Fat Bat! Thank you for dropping by. How you doing? I couldn't make it to Andy's stream this week. Was he still playing that JRPG? I'm assuming you were there. I guess I shouldn't assume you were there. I don't know if you were. I shouldn't assume that you guys are joined at the hip.
I'm here.
I'm just gonna run around in these sand people outfits and see how long it works. Is there a chance you might have an interval idea? Yeah, it could be too. I can see it's yelling at me about something, but Discord's blocking what it's yelling at me about. But like I'm watching and I'm not seeing a delay on my Chrome screen. The best part of every stream is when the streamer is talking about how the stream itself looks. So that's really what I'm working on right now. Oh, I have a level up. That's nice. That's fine. Well, thank you. Do they know you're playing yet? Hey, Nolan, welcome. No one knows my plan. Even I don't know my plan. That's the #1 way to make sure no one can figure out what the plan is if you don't even know, no one will figure it out. This is super glitched because this door was supposed to work. So I'm just running into infinity right now. Let's just see where it goes. Oh, invisible wall. That's fun.
I discovered a glitch yesterday playing KOTOR 2.
Yeah.
It's basically an infinite XP glitch.
Nice.
Like, if I had wanted to, I could have just sat there and went ahead and ground my way to level 30. It's in the secret tomb on Korriban.
Yeah.
There's this one body that you find, and you know how when you open the bodies, they send those Hissus creatures or whatever after you?
Yeah.
Well, there was this one that if you keep clicking it, it keeps doing it.
Oh.
So you could summon Hissus and Hissus and Hissus.
That's awesome. Sorry. I'm mostly healthy, but I have like 10% of unhealth left. I'm fine. Eventually there will come a point in this game where I don't need to be like super crazy about watching my health bar. But it is not right now. These are Raid. W-R-A-I-D. Raid? Raid? I think it's Raid, but they just put a W in front of it. You can hunt them. It's basically more poaching. See, I shouldn't have assumed, Fat Batman. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. I actually want to. How dare you, like, want to spend time with your significant other? I mean, that's just crazy talk. I'm like super on the verge of death. It's fine. I, as always, just got back from work, so I'm a little bit like everything's awesome right now. Ready. Heal me. It's the only reason I keep you around, old man.
What?
So who's got solo tickets? Who's got plans to go see it? I think Jay gets to see it a day before me, which I'm super mad about. I'm gonna hold it against him forever. Not really, but a little bit. I'm going Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You do, Nolan? That's awesome. But no tickets yet. That's alright. I think the only time you really need to be super worried about tickets is if you're trying to go like opening night. And even then I was only kind of worried about it because I wanted to get into the IMAX screen, and there's only one IMAX screen. So like, that was the reason there. You see at 7 p.m. tonight. I really hate you then. Oh, right, because you're in a crazy different time. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Right. 12:30 where you are. Makes sense. Well, is Jolie dead? Whoops. Hold on. Let me just level up real quick. This will solve this problem. I don't know. I can't remember if I need more repair skill or not. But I'll always level up again, so I don't need it right now. Let's put... How about just some points at all into, security? Just to... Oh, no, it's a cross-class skill? Screw that, then. No! Computer skill. You know, I'm really excited to get to see it. I'm probably gonna have to, like... I've already blocked a bunch of hashtags on Twitter. Because, like, I really want to see it. And I'm not anticipating, like, major plot spoilers or anything, but I just don't even want to know anything. Like, I don't want to know anything tonally. Like, I just want to enjoy it. I'm really excited to find out what the giant space octopus is. I think that's going to be cool. I think the giant space octopus will either be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, and it's TBD on which one it's going to be. Ah, that's cool. Fat Batman. That's gotta be exciting to be able to share that. Is your girl into the Star Wars, or is she going because you're into it? And yeah, I've heard that, Jay. I think because the spoilers are not like they kill Snoke. That people feel like they can say stuff. I just want to see a bunch of Therm scissor punch. Just so much scissor punching. I want a version of rock, paper, scissors where scissors wins all the time because of you activate scissor punch or something like that. I think that would be funny. So I want to find out if I can go into town wearing these robes or not, because I think that would be funny. If I were into mods, I would make a mod where I could wear these into town. But that's alright. She's going more because you're into it, but she wants... That's fair. That's good, though, right? It's cool that she wants to, like, engage in a thing you're doing. That's a good sign. I've always figured that if somebody was going to survive being with me, they would either have to have no opinions on Star Wars whatsoever, or would have to have mine. I don't think I could handle anything in the middle. Therm scissor punches Star Wars, right? Sarge, welcome. You are not late. I started too soon. That's how this works. Why am I... The targeting in this game is a little funky. It's called The Sims. But yeah, I would make a mod where I could walk into town wearing these robes and then kill everyone in town. That would be pretty fun. Oh my gosh. Someone's like, are you free? No. Exactly. Yagi pulling out the Lord of the Rings messages. Alright. I'm surprised these guys are attacking me. I'm in these robes. They must be able to tell. Maybe. You mean not all sand people look the same?
Not all sand people carry lightsabers.
That's fair. That's fair. Nolan, there was a Tusken Raider Jedi in Legends who became a Sith later, but he was not like a Tusken Raider. At the time, he was a Sith Lord. He like let go of that culture, and took up the culture of the Sith. But he's a pretty cool character, honestly. I want to reread some of those old comics because that was one of the coolest things they did. They took a character from these Clone Wars comics, and then jumped ahead like 50 years and made it the same character and didn't tell anybody. It was so cool. Actually, speaking of things named Crate, that was Darth Crate. It's another reason why I think it's a really stupid pronunciation, because Darth Crate doesn't sound scary. I can go into town in these robes? What's about to happen, guys? Oh, they force us. How did I get back in these clothes? What happened? What's in this gate? Did you do this to me, gate guard Billin? Did you dress me? The Star Wars Galaxies used to have a famous house on the ridge. I remember that. I remember that. Actually, I don't remember you having that, but I remember you telling me that story before. You gotta talk to Jay then. He was like the king of Star Wars Galaxies. Apparently, Yagi. Alright, Mr. I'm not a Jedi. The Jedi left me.
What?
There you go. Now you're in a Jedi Master robe. Okay. So, there's a plot line I really wanted to do on the next planet, but I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to do it, because I usually get it to spawn in Kashyyyk, but I missed the thing that gets it to spawn. So we're going to find out. But, that said, I can rock those again. The Bat posted in the 1960s. Batman where it'll change. Right? Exactly. Miyagi, Star Wars Galaxies. Yep, Jay's got it. It was the online game before Tor. Let's go back to the totally awesome Sith underwear. That was pretty good too. There we go. Look at that. It's the best underwear I've ever seen. It's like a tracksuit.
Today's stream sponsored by MeUndies.
Let's go collect some bounties. Oh, what's this? Oh, good. This is the thing I was talking about that usually happens on Kashyyyk. That's fantastic. So it's still gonna happen. Which means we're actually gonna be doing a little bit of running around this episode, because I want to play out that plot line if she ever needs to be. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. What are the NPCs? Yeah, it was a huge game. What are the NPCs doing in my game or in Star Wars Galaxies? That's right, this guy's not really gonna give me anything. So he gives me a data pad, and he tells me to talk to a guy who's on Manon. I'm not gonna look at it, because I already know what it says. Swoop bike life. I'm gonna get to race some more swoop bikes on Manon. It's one of the non-sucky parts of Manon. The dude you're talking to right now got stuck on. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, the move mechanics in this game get a little wonky. It is a pretty old game. I think it's, what is this game? 2002?
Something else.
Yeah, I think so.
I have gaffy sticks for bounties.
But do you have...
Actually, I really like the Chieftain's gaffy because it has, I think it's poisoned.
I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. Even more.
You want to give me an additional reward? Hand over more.
It would simply be inadvisable.
Come on.
I think you'll find I'm sure. Zerker Corporation
I must
thinks
not have the second tier. I like restarted. I died so many times and I re-leveled up so many times last time around. I honestly can't remember what powers I have right now. I want to check something. Okay, I'm wearing Calrissian's utility belt. What is my repair skill? Crap, I needed to level up those 2 points. Darn it. Far away am I from level up? Okay. Well, in about 10,000 XP, which isn't as much as it sounds, we can get the last HK-47 story. I like how no one in this town is concerned that I'm in my underwear. I feel the red eye is a giveaway if I said the digit. Right? No, I don't know what you're talking about, Yagi. I am a fine, upstanding citizen. In fact, come here, Jolie. If you look there, the fact that the Sith symbol is right there on my chest is not in any way indicative of my allegiances. Oh, Jolie's still here. He's right there. Whoa! That was fun. I don't know why I did that. In here. Exactly, Jay. You understand. It's not actually an outfit, though. That's literally what I have on when I'm wearing no clothes. It makes me kind of confused. Why is Mission naked? I mean, she's not naked. She's in her underwear, but she's got, like...
I have to ask you something, Griff.
This is super weird, because she's, like, 14.
She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
I forgot to go talk to him, so the game is forcing me to have this conversation, I think is what's going on here. Apparently Mission was just hanging out outside of the ship in the docking bay in her underwear.
It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
So, yeah.
Sis, you didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but...
I think she's 14. She's a
All
kid.
you have to say to me after
There was some dialogue earlier in the game where I'm pretty sure she says she's 14. She's either 14 or like almost 14 or almost 50. I don't know.
Financially, say, thank you.
Anyway, her brother's a scumbag, abandoned her on a planet so he could go milk money off of some chick that he was dating. He's not really worth the time.
Saved my life, but
Oh, right.
I greeted the manager over at the
There's a plot line with him. We'll spawn this plot line. Oh, we can spawn it because I already have the. So he's trying to make this new kind of like
You're not dead.
beer. And he needs a thing. Let's go do this real quick. I already have the thing. You get it on Kashyyyk. Again, I don't know why Mission was in her underwear though. Trying to think if I had her. I didn't have her in Sand People clothing, so I maybe I sold the thing she was wearing. It's distinctly possible I sold the thing she was wearing. Which bounty do you want to go for, Nolan? Yes, whose bounty are you collecting? Could go after Han Solo. Anything.
Like Han Solo has enough going on this week.
Right. Anything is better than actually going to Manon, so that's what we're doing.
As you may know, Tackland, of course,
Talk lands. Talk were the little monkey things that I was slaughtering on Kashyyyk, if you guys were there for that. So you want to open a bar?
He's with the exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Torisian air, he says he can synthesize it and...
I have a desk lamp at my feet. A lot of my lighting in my video is with desk lamps.
Now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack lamps...
It's very ominous lighting. I like it. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to save the galaxy. What's in this for me? I'm not actually trying to save the galaxy, so I'm not going to say that.
It's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something.
Yeah.
We're trying to save the galaxy from Jedi oppression.
Right. I'm trying to save the galaxy from itself. Okay? From corruption and bureaucracy. Don't worry. It annoys me that I have these things and I can't just give them to him. Technology and architecture between Tor and the PTO really doesn't, like, at all. It's kind of funny. That's where, and it's really funny when you consider, I don't know if you've ever read Tales of the Jedi, which is the comics about the first Sith Lords, and then it ends up going all the way up to the Exar Kun War, and Exar Kun's War is 60 years, I think, before this game. It's the war that Jolee fights in when he's still a Jedi Padawan. And the technology is really different in those comics. So it's like, it changes, and then stops. You need one of those licensed recruitment posters. You already promised me money. I've done enough from you already. Ask me again, and that tack gland won't be the only freshly harvested organ around here.
No need to get violent. I can take a hint. I was just trying to do you a favor, but it's your loss. I better get...
Dun, dun, dun. We're not going to come back to find out if it works. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. It's actually a pretty anticlimactic ending to Mission's storyline, because you bring Mission back, and it didn't work, and she never talks to him again. And it's like, okay, I did all of that for nothing. I wonder if the Game of Thrones guys will make Tor. I hope the Game of Thrones guys make it, just because I want GOT to make TOR. I just think that's funny. That said, no, like, I've heard a lot of people talk about that, and it makes total sense. Like, the kind of Game of Thronesy air is so the Old Republic. Actually, if you're did you ever read Knight Errant by John Jackson Miller, or read the comics by John Jackson Miller? I think it's before Bane. Darth Bane. I can't remember how soon before, but it's well after the Old Republic. And that is a really crazy awesome time period. Because it's like all of these Sith that are all pseudo-related, and they're all nuts. It's like it's like the Sith are led by this family that's the result of inbreeding, and they're all crazy, and they all hate each other. And if they were going to adapt, like, anything into something Game of Thronesy style, I would love to see that. That said, I will still hold that my number one problem with anything Tor-related is... I just don't want to have to explain to people when it takes place. Like, I work with this guy who's asked me so many times, over and over again, he's asked me when Rogue One takes place, and he never remembers. I would love a Sith origin story too. I would be really okay with that. I need to watch this cutscene. We're going to Yavin because we're gonna sell some stuff and buy some stuff. Cutscene! It's Karst Bromance, Admiral Saul Kareth.
Kylo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
Nice bounty, guys. No, Yagi, my coworker is old.
Shall I hire another bounty
Pretty
hunter,
much.
Lord Malak?
He's old and ornery and doesn't like to learn new things. It's pretty much his thing. Darth Bandon. First off, Bandon, stupid Sith name. I get it's supposed to be like abandon, but it really just looks like you misspelled Brandon. Here comes Darth Brandon, Darth Lord of the Nerds. Like, that computer was important. Like, yes, Nolan, it's racist, Randy. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't help his case either. When he asked me Star Wars questions. Brandon is a pretty evil name. I mean, maybe. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. In the Knights of the Old Republic comics, which I highly, highly recommend to everyone, which take place a couple of years before this game does, and it's all about the Mandalorian Wars, and so it's about when Revan goes off to fight the Mandalorian Wars, the Schism, and the Jedi Order, and it's from the perspective of this Jedi Padawan who's been framed for a crime and he's now on the run. They're great. But they go into a little bit of the backstory, more of the backstory on Revan and Malak, and Darth Malak's real name. Hey, Steven, welcome back. Darth Malak's real name is Alec. It's like Alec Squigamungus or something. It's a terrible name. But I'm like, really? Darth Malak. His original name was Alec. He just put an M in front of his name. And at first I was really annoyed because I was like, that's stupid. And I was like, you know what? Darth Malak is just stupid enough to just put a letter in front of his actual name and call it good.
That mean Revan was actually Evan?
Right, that's my question too. Is Vader African American or Caucasian? He's Caucasian because Anakin Skywalker is Caucasian. He was voiced by an actor who is African American, but canonically, he is Caucasian.
Technically, he's neither from Africa, America, the Caucasus, and doesn't speak Spanish. So.
That's my favorite, is when, like, Americans try to talk about people in other countries, and it's like they'll talk about somebody from the UK, and they'll be like, is he African American? Like, well, he's not American, so no. Who could be Darth Palpatine? Right? I also, on the topic of Steven's question, I always thought it was funny that Agent Callus in Rebels is voiced by David Oyelowo. I always say his last name wrong. The guy who played MLK in Selma. I always thought that was kind of interesting. I felt like it must have been they made the character model before they cast him. Anyway, so this is the guy who lives on the station, and we came and bought some stuff from him before. And now he's getting pressured by some Trandosians. So basically what happened is on Terrace, there was like the head of this giant criminal syndicate called the Exchange, and he died because like everyone on Terrace died, and also I kind of killed him. And so now there's just mass chaos amongst the crime syndicates. So that's a thing that's going on. I don't like them pushing him around because he's my dude that I buy stuff from. They can't get stuff. They are the same species as Bosk, yes, although this is long before Bosk. Thank you, Yagi, I appreciate that. So, like, this sounds super dark-sidey, but I actually am going to defend this guy because I want his stuff. Star Wars Galaxy used to hire this one man... Oh, Star Wars Celebration used to hire this one-man Star Wars... I remember that, and every time they do that, I'm asking, like, wait, I thought you'd be black. That's one thing I'm kind of sad that I probably won't get to see, is that kind of stuff. I'm hoping to go to my first celebration ever. Is Earth acknowledged in Star Wars? It is not, but it could be, because it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So they don't really talk about Earth.
Technically, if you want to go technical with the Legends stuff,
yeah,
was an Indiana Jones comic where Indiana Jones discovers some Star Warsy stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think that was like a back doorway because like a lot of the wikis and like fan timelines and stuff
Mm-hmm.
used to use that as a way of like bridging that gap. When it was mostly, I'm pretty sure, meant to be like an Easter egg or a throwaway or something like that.
Right.
But technically, that was a part of not even like Legends canon, but like some Indiana Jones comic line.
That's funny. Alright, I'm just selling some stuff I don't need. Because I want to buy something that's there, but it's a lot of money that I don't have right now. How could it be a long time ago in a galaxy if they have driving spaceships? Because they're more advanced than us. Sometime between Star Wars and us, there's a great dark time where we forgot everything we used to know.
And also, E.T., his species is in the Senate.
That's true. What if the aliens from Crystal Skull are from the Star Wars universe? I would believe it. I would totally believe it. Trying to get to 20,000 here, but it's not going well. Can I sell these? Yeah, I have 2 Great Dragon Pearls. That's awesome. Okay. Is there anything else I don't care about that I can sell?
You should do some workbench stuff and do some upgrades.
Yes, I do need to put some stuff in my... No, there we go. I really like Mandalorian Rippers, so I'm going to hang on to one of those. Because they have they're only physical damage, so energy shields don't block them. But now I should have the ability to buy some stuff that I want. I love the heavy exoskeleton armor. It's so good. There's some other stuff here I want, but I can grab it later. Right now, I'm just going to buy this. Yes, E.T. is in the Senate in Phantom Menace when they're all yelling, "Vote now! Vote now!" It's in that part. Alright, cool underwear is going away because we're going to put on the heavy exoskeleton. Look at this. Oh, it's so good looking. It's just snazzy. So here's Yavin, if you will remember from A New Hope. It's the red planet, and then that's where the rebels eventually reside. Say, that's right, don't spoil Star Wars. On Thursday, when we do our streamcast, there will be several people in other countries that have already seen Solo. And if you, like, bring up anything about the movie, we'll probably permaban you. It's probably how that's gonna go. And I won't even feel bad about it. Okay, having done all of this, I guess we can go to Manan. Finally, I don't want to. The real question is, can you put the heavy exoskeleton on a droid? Because that would be ridiculous. I wish, but no. Is Darth Vader dead? Depends on when you're talking about. In this game, Darth Vader is not even born yet. So there's that. No one knows. Yep, that's what Nolan's correct. No one knows. No one knows if Vader's alive or dead.
Darth Vader is dead. Anakin Skywalker might still be alive.
There you go.
From a certain point of view.
Jay. Alright, so this upgrade makes the armor have a +3 Constitution attribute bonus and a +3 Strength, and this adds a defense bonus of 4. So now my armor is, like, insane. So now let's get to my lightsabers, which I don't currently have equipped. This one's Jahani's, and I don't care about her. This one's Jolie's, and he can keep whatever he has on him. We're going to go to this, though. And we'll just change that to a green crystal so I know it's Jolie's.
I've gotten really frustrated in KOTOR 2 when I do workbench stuff because I've got so many people that are just equipped with like long swords and vibroblades
Right.
that it doesn't tell me who has what. And so like when I'm trying to upgrade them, I want them to be on characters that I use,
Right.
but I can't tell. So I have to upgrade the swords and then like unequip everybody.
Yeah. It gets frustrating.
Like lightsabers are easier because I can just make them different colors and tell them apart. But
Right. Okay, we'll put what's left into Bastila's lightsaber.
Chewie dies in the NJO.
He does die in Legends universe. Are you technically dead if you can force ghosted up? I mean, you are not alive in the sense like that we all exist in now, but you are like still. I mean, you're a ghost, right? You're as alive as any ghost is, I guess. I think I have. Whatever. There we go. That's enough workbenches. Workbenches are super unexciting for people. What I want to find out is if my lightsabers are now better than my sword, because previously my lightsabers were not. So I have with this sword I have 1226 in both hands. I think this one's my lightsaber. Okay, so this one's 1226 plus it reflects blaster bolts. And then this one's 919, which isn't as good, but that's okay. I haven't been using lightsabers for a while, so let's go ahead and do this. How does this look? You guys approve? Main hand purple, offhand is red. I kind of like that. Ghosts are spooky. All right. I won't bore you with this too long, but I want to talk to Jolie about where we're going next. Tell me about Sunry. There we go. Who wants to hear an old man tell a story? I do. You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
Are you always going to be so elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderin Willick juice. I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go.
Time to move on. Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
I love Jolie. No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to
in
stay
KOTOR
in
2 right now, I'm wearing a Bendo's band.
Yes.
Visor, and in the description it's like, there's no evidence that he ever wore this, but he would have.
Right. Septimus is doing something new. Is that too much ass?
You got a smart mouth up there, you know that? If others could talk, they'd sound like that. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was...
Oh yeah, it's just a thing that gives me certain bonuses. I might change it now, honestly. I have some better stuff.
Help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time?
No, I really wasn't.
Before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact,
The details are like if I took my glasses off and I tried to see anything.
my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you.
I wonder what could be very dark about me. Is it my like
Probably got enough to know
dark side manifested skin that looks disgusting? Adrian, hello and welcome. How's it going? How have you been? Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. So you're coming along to not offer your opinions?
I'll remind you that you're the one who started pumping me for information. wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider.
Nomi Sunrider. She's from the Tales of the Jedi comics.
Became one of the greatest.
I am doing well. I have already worked today. I've been home for work for about an hour and a half. And just doing some KOTOR. Putting off going to Manan as long as possible. I don't need another mentor.
Good, since I didn't offer to be one. You think anyone would want to mentor you with that kind of attitude? Not me. One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war.
His adventuring days.
Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? Too young to be so talkative.
Nolan.
Shoo.
Manon's the best? I mean, it's the best if the rating is, if by best you mean the actual worst. I've never liked Manon. I think the planet's interesting. It's just like all of the quests just feel so drawn out to me. Alright, but enough talk about Manon. Let's go to the fish people. They just spit on you whenever you talk.
I just wish they would have recorded more than like 3 lines of dialogue.
For everyone.
Because it just gets distracting no matter what I'm saying.
Nightmare. Nightmare. I always go to Korriban last too. Mostly because Korriban is more fun when you know who you are. I've gone there before just to see what it was like, but it's way more fun once all is revealed. But this game is so brilliant in that way. Like, I know I've been talking around the story. Like, in a lot of ways, I don't care if people spoil the game because I feel like if you wanted to play the game for yourself, you have by now. But I guess I haven't outright said anything yet. But there's so many clues to what's actually going on. Like, this feels just like, you know, an RPG. You go on quests, you do stuff, you're going to save the galaxy. And then very, very soon, probably 2 streams from now, if I'm being honest, with a lot of the other running around we're going to do, we're going to get to, like, the big game changer. Is it possible to be neutral, or do they pick an ending for you even if you try? So there's 2 endings. There's the ending where you overthrow the Sith and bring peace to the Republic. And then there's the one where you become like the Sith Overlord. You can play the game gray. Actually, Django, you've played the game gray before, haven't you? How does it pick? Like, is it just what you say to Malik?
The very first time I played the game through, I did it kind of gray unintentionally.
Yeah.
Just because I was just trying to like play how I would do it. And one, I wouldn't recommend it because it means that you have sucky force powers all around.
Yeah.
But the ending depends basically on the choice you make at the end. So yeah, you still end up with one of the 2 endings. It's just based on that last dialogue.
Gotcha.
Because you fight Malik either way.
Right.
So it's basically the dialogue choices that you made.
I wonder...
I remember saving it before that final confrontation and being able to get both endings. Like, because I played it through and then I reloaded it and I did it again.
Yeah.
And I remember getting both endings that first time.
I wonder, like, oh, Karth's got feeling. I wonder how light you can be before you can't get the dark side ending, no matter what you've picked, and how dark you can be before you can get the light side, right? Like, cause
I don't know. That's interesting, though.
I mean, it would take you'd have to play the game a lot to figure that out, and you would have to like be very conscientious of where your bar is.
Yeah, Adrian, the light side endings were the canon endings.
left out of the loop.
When you
know,
play KOTOR
not being
2,
though,
though,
many
you
things come
can,
along. It's
at the
really starting to
beginning in
irritate
those
me.
dialogues,
For one thing,
you
I
can
want to know what the Jedi Council.
make,
I'm rather
like, you
curious
can
to know
say
what
that
went on.
the ending to the first one was the dark side ending,
I'd be more than
and it
happy to
changes a
Jesus
few
close.
dialogue options later on. But the light side
And why is that?
endings were canon for both games.
That is completely beside the point. The Jedi encourage you to stay with you're a neophyte Padawan. I am not trying to provoke.
Karth is like, I don't get what's going on. You are not important and you're not trained, so why are you doing things? Also, I'm not trying to insult you, but like, why are you doing things?
No, I didn't mean that you.
And then he's like, "Rrr."
I'm not gonna wait around until I'm betrayed again. Nothing, not yet. Just better hope.
Karth's not gonna sit around just to get betrayed again.
It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
But yeah, that's one of the good things about KOTOR 2, Adrian, I think, from the story perspective, is that the story of KOTOR 2 almost doesn't matter. How KOTOR 1 ended, because Revan leaves anyway, and the rest of the galaxy is still left with the fallout. So it was done really well, I think.
This is bad. She's like, I remember. Basto says, I wanted to never become self-absorbed or stodgy, and I'm like, don't forget, edgy, critical, and overly secretive.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everything in it. Well, maybe it's... What? But
Oh man, I just shot her down. Now she's gonna not talk to me anymore. I suppose that's so we can dramatically end this on an argument. Kreia is a very interesting Star Wars character. I will give you that. I want to bring Canderous because reasons, and I want to bring... I'm not going to do her side plots. His can't spawn yet. I want to see if I can get hers to spawn. Even though I probably can't because I just made her mad. I have a very strange relationship with how I feel about the Sith Lords in KOTOR 2.
I don't dislike Kreia as a character. My problems with Kreia are my problems with KOTOR 2. Because, you know, it punishes you no matter what.
Yep.
And it tries to force you into different things no matter what. And Kreia is the voice for that, either way.
Yeah.
So if you play it light or you play it dark, Kreia is that person. And so, like, I think Kreia is an interesting character, and I think her motivations are interesting, and her story is interesting, but because she plays that particular role as like a game mechanic, it makes her annoying to me.
Not for individual gain.
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, no, when she's in KOTOR 2, she's kind of like your mentor character in that game. I didn't know there was a restoration mod for KOTOR 1. I didn't know there was anything in 1 that really needed to be restored. The game feels pretty solid. I mean, there's some stuff, like one of the plot lines on Manan, you were supposed to be able to do... there's stuff you're supposed to be able to do in the embassy for the Sunray murder trial that you can't do. I mean, she's so manipulative, but she's, like, so obvious about it, too. Like, there's this YouTube channel I adore called Outside Xbox. They're, like, the only kind of professional YouTube channel I watch. And they have a list of, it was, like, 8 video game characters that totally won't betray you at a moment's notice. And she made that list. Because it's, like, in the game, it's supposed to be, like, what is she up to? What's going on? Who is she? And it's like, you know, she's totes bad. Is she? What is good? What is evil? Is Kreia actually good? No, she's totes bad. Everyone can just tell. But really, what if she's not? I'm like, but no, she totes is. And then you're like, oh, she is. I'm so shocked.
I think it's interesting though because the game doesn't hide it from you as the player,
Right.
but it hides it from the exile as a character.
That's true.
And to be fair to Kreia too, Kreia's evil, I guess, but she's evil in a way that's not necessarily like purely Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, because she
she
hates
sees
the Sith
Force
too.
as her enemy.
Yeah.
Like her problem is with the Force, not with the Jedi or the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard. Then
Actually, Nolan, I think Sarge was using those eyes first. It's the first time I ever saw him. Yep, the Outside Xbox in their sibling channel, Outside Extra, they are British. I've seen that video around. I just haven't clicked on it. I, as a general rule, won't click on videos if they're like 15 minutes or longer. I don't have time for that in my life. Unless I like really know the channel and trust it. We are, I mean, there's a strong argument for that, Jay. So
I always say this is maybe a personal kind of thing, but when people always talk about having an evil twin out there, I like to tell people that I'm the evil twin. That way I get to imagine that there's a better version of myself somewhere in the world.
That's funny. You sell nothing interesting, sir. Should be ashamed of yourself.
And also, not to complain about Manon, but for this whole thing to be that this planet's beautiful, a lot of this happens in close hallways.
Yes. The whole point of the planet is that it's this really beautiful city floating on the surface of this place. And there's like one area where you can kind of see the water. And it's like, I would have loved like a level, like literally just like a bridge. Like even just give me one spot where I can just walk on a bridge and like see the water. Because like they do a great job of it on Dantooine and Kashyyyk. Both of those really show off how stunning the environments are. Even Korriban, there's that one section that shows you what the mountains are like, which we'll see later. Yeah, I wish they would have made KOTOR 3 also instead of making Tor. I don't like games with monthly subscriptions.
Did you ever read the Revan novel?
I did. The only Tor novel I never got around to, well, I guess Dawn of the Jedi, if you count that as a Tor novel, but is Annihilation by Drew Kaparshin, and I'm sad that I never read it because I like Drew. But I read the Revan novels. It's all fan service. Like, it's a giant couple hundred pages of fan service with nothing else. But it's good. Yeah, there's a lot of endless industrial hallways in this game, Jay. You are not wrong. Whatever. I'm just gonna say I understand because I just don't like talking to Selkath in general. Does that piss you off, Bastila? Sorry, does that make you angry? I'm forgetting my own channel rules. That's cool, Adrian. Alright. Alto City. Octo. It's actually a little bit like Octo. Maybe this was foreshadowing. Maybe there's some porgs around here somewhere. So yeah, like this is the best shot you get of the water world. So like right here, you just get to see endless ocean. Oh, did you? The phrase book is awesome, and Catalyst like the novel by James Luceno, because I love that book. I've read it twice. It's so good. Did you like the influence technology in KOTOR 2? I did. I liked the idea behind it, and I think they could have made it a lot better if they had done Camino on a good day. It's true. Frick. Which way should I go first? I don't care. We're gonna go this way first. So anyway, I like the influence technology. What I don't like about it is, for a lot of the influence points, you have to take the right character to the right place at the right time for the right dialogue to spawn, and you have to do it in the right order. Like, the only way I was able to get a lot of my character's influence is because I had to look at a freaking guide. Like, it just, there was no real like clue on how to know where or when to get influence with people. So I feel like I appreciate it being hard, and I appreciate it being a thing you have to work for, but I didn't appreciate it being like, you have to take Atten to this place and say this thing, or it will never spawn ever. And I feel like there's somewhere in the middle they could have gone. But I thought it was really strong for it being the first time they did that in a Star Wars game. It was probably really strong for the day in which the game was made. There's probably mods that make it better, to be honest, since Steam supports mods for KOTOR 2. Welcome back again, Steven. I appreciate you.
I like it too as a game mechanic because it encourages you to take different characters out instead of just playing with the two that you like best.
Right, like I usually do.
But my problem with it is that it's so random.
Right.
Like, it doesn't just reward you for doing that anyway.
Right.
Like, I was on, what planet was I playing? I was on Onderon.
Yep.
And there's this one conversation you have with a guy that works for the Republic. He's like a senator or something in the bar on Onderon.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have Beodur with you, like, that conversation gives you influence points.
Right.
So, like, you have no way of knowing ahead of time. Like, it's just random. Do you happen to have Beodur with you? Because if you don't, you can't go back and do it again.
Right.
You know, because you can't change your party at that time. And there's, like, some characters you get influence with no matter what. Some characters you have to have them at those very specific moments. And that just feels like cheaty to me almost.
Right. I mean, it really requires you to play the game again and think, you know, what if I talked to, you know, I now know that this character has this backstory. What if I brought this side character along? And to a point, KOTOR 1 did that, not necessarily with influence points, but there are points where I was like, okay, I found out that this character has this problem with Mandalorians. So if I bring Candace around, maybe it'll change the dialogue. But I could access my party at any time when that would happen, and I could do the conversation multiple times. So it gave me like a way to experiment with it. Because the part you're talking about on Onderon, you basically get to pick your party, and you're stuck with that same party the entire planet. So if you want to experiment and see how different characters react, you have to commit and take them for the whole planet. And some of the characters suck. Like, Beodur sucks. Like, he's not a good character. Jess, when are you going to play Super Mario 64? Well, Steven, if you are interested in that sort of thing, it's not Super Mario 64, but on April Fool's Day, Django did an episode of his Bounty Hunter Let's Play that ended up being Super Bombad Racing, and it's like Star Wars Mario Kart. So if you would like to watch him play that, it's somewhere in our April 1st videos. I mean, I can't blame you, but I'm probably going to keep it Star Wars on this channel. For me to be able to play it, I would have to have the game and something to play it on. CinemaSins, and I'm not sure I even want to... I stopped watching CinemaSins like a while ago. So CinemaSins started pretty funny back when it was like everything wrong with this movie in 10 minutes or less. And then when it became everything wrong with this movie in 5 hours or less, I gave up on CinemaSins, and I just don't care. Like, the only channel I watch is How It Should Have Ended. I will watch How It Should Have Ended every time. Just has to do.
My problem with CinemaSins too is that it got so in-jokey.
Yeah.
That like half the things they count as a problem, like they wouldn't have
if it wasn't an in-joke. So I'm talking to this guy. This guy is a part of a secret bounty hunter order, and he's going to send me off to do bounty hunter things. And it's actually going to take us back off Manon. I've never done this plot line before because it's only a dark side plot. There is no light side. Jay, I would love to do a playthrough of Yoda stories. Don't even joke. I will find a way to make that happen. I have not considered playing FIFA 2006 World Cup, but I can. Again, I would have to have the game and something to play it on, of which I have neither. This guy is like being super cagey. Oh, I forgot. He'll only talk to me if I don't have somebody with me. That was like, when I played this the first time, I knew this was super sketch, because he would only talk to me by myself. I remember a time when Germany was really good at soccer. I have a cousin who teaches German and likes soccer, or football. I will find it on eBay and send it to your house. Considering it's an old game, I feel like the really old Windows machine I have would probably run it, and that would work. If you are willing...
I just found it on Google right now.
Oh, did you? I'm sure I could find a way to get it. Okay. So anyway, there's this big shadow Illuminati bounty hunter group. And they control the course of galactic history by assassinating specific people at specific times to either start or end wars before they get going. I've gone through this several times, which is why I'm skipping this part of the dialogue. But I'm probably going to stop skipping the dialogue once we get to the actual quest. Are you saying you should? What if I don't? This is weird too, because he's like, we serve the Republic, but it's a dark side quest, so you have to not care about the Republic to do it. I don't know. Of course, he's also super sketch, by the way, as we're gonna find out. I did look up what happens here like years ago, because I was always curious. And he's gonna be like, go kill this guy. I tried doing this one time, and I got dark side points, and I was like, there's clearly no light side way to do this. Tell me about this guy. Okay, this part I don't know. Zulun was a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed, and the girl was recovered, but Zulun himself escaped. He will probably try another similar kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victim in exchange for dangerous political secrets. We want to eliminate him. His land speeder spotted on Dantooine, so we need to go back before bad things happen to Dantooine, which will happen when I'm done with Manon. So, what about Lorgo? Lorgo is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He was recently captured. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves for Coruscant. The Republic would be glad to get rid of Lorgo. Where's Lorgo, though? Hold on. Name. There we go. Where's Lorgo? Okay, so he's the one on Manon, and he's the one on Dantooine. There's one on Kashyyyk, but I guess we don't get to do it because I've already completed Kashyyyk, which I didn't know, but that's okay. So we'll find this guy over the course of our playthrough. So down here is down the way I came. No, down here is where the Republic base is. So we'll go this way. We'll do a little bit more talking, and then we'll do some swoop bike racing. How's that sound? Oh, sorry. Does the game tell you every time you make a dark side, light side choice? Yes, a little notification pops up saying I got dark side or light side points. I'll show you the next time one of them pops up.
Welcome to Manon.
Why do you have so much Kolto? Kolto is healing stuff, like back to.
As long as we have if there was some way we could gain the cell calf. Oh, of course.
Oh, of course, I'll help you with your problems.
Ancient and forgotten rites.
Can you help me with mine?
Well, perhaps.
You want to tell me.
You can manipulate me. You're only real.
What do you want me to do?
Using a submersible while it was returned. The Sith were applying the droid's data.
Okay. Oh, I forgot I can spawn this already.
Heavily guarded. We're sure that is what we would ask you.
How do I get in the Sith base?
The first method that we think he may
So I'm just gonna ask. There's 3 different ways to get into the Sith base. I like to do all of them because they're fun, but I won't make you watch me do all of them.
to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder.
What are you talking about, Steven?
The luckless spy we mentioned. The Sith base itself. Here is a pass card. You can choose which.
Okay. I think we're just gonna raid the landing bay.
Good luck for that. I wish you luck in your task.
Okay. So the other thing we're gonna do. Oh, I'm walking around by myself. That's funny. Party selection. Let's grab Jolie and HK, because HK won't judge me every 5 minutes, unlike everyone else in this game. We're gonna save. My voice super doesn't like talking right now, but it's fine. It's gonna deal. Okay, there we go. The 90-minute mark is always where I start to get a little foggy, so bear with me. Okay, before we go do main quest stuff, let's go deal with this Jolie situation. Get over here, HK. What's taking so darn long? Where are you?
Yes?
What?
There he is. Ugh. Oh my gosh. All this, like, soccer talk. Oh, don't say that, Steven. That's not very nice.
Jolie, I need your help.
Yeah. You're going a little far there, buddy.
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunny. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Blah, blah, blah. Murder, murder, murder. Did he commit murder or not?
Sunny's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't.
Don't worry, Alora.
I know what you mean. I know what you were saying. What, you think I'm sweet and innocent over here all the time? It's not It's not an inside word between you and the Irish. Who likes the judicial system? Raise your hand.
I'm raising my hand.
I know you're raising your hand. I should say, Nolan, to the point you keep making, Django teaches like poli-sci, so kind of into politics. So Yagi, you just need to stick around so he behaves. Blah, 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 rules and stuff. If you sneeze on Manon, and you don't, like, have a tissue, if you, like, sneeze in your hand instead of in your elbow, you will go to jail. No, he means, like, you got modded a palm. Not that you are a mod. I like this. How'd you know I was from the Republic? Your ship registry. Unless you're saying you stole the ship. That's a good question. I think there's a Selkath in the Clone Wars somewhere. I think Star Wars The Clone Wars has a Selkath, but I could be making that up. This is not a soccer stream, however, Steven. I don't want to investigate this murder, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This won't be as bad because I'm Darkside and I can just make everyone lie. Django is swag. He's like the definition of swag. Blah, blah, words, things. I don't care. I'm gonna rig the case anyway. I don't care what the actual evidence is. We call it soccer here because football is a different sport. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was the breaking point between us. I can call it football. Yep. Is it, Jay, is it from the, like the episode with Cad Bane? Like the one where they take over the Senate? I know it's called football, but we have another sport that is also called football here. This guy's crazy.
When I get out of here, you're dead. I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood.
I do need to save. But you have socks on, Steven. You wear socks when you play. It's not that wrong. Also, we drive in the parkway and park in the driveway. So, I mean, it's not like language always has to make sense. I'm walking into a wall, it's fine. Hey, Sunray, what's up? Let's chat.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me something.
Yeah, Steven, but at least American football players don't get carried off the field crying every 5 minutes for fake injuries. So there's that.
In out of nowhere to save my... You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to...
You know it, Nolan.
There aren't any witnesses.
We drive on the right side of the road, just like some of us are right-handed.
Or some of us are in our right minds.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead.
Saying.
Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her. Better eliminate it. But let's look at the facts they've given. My war injury.
I couldn't have brutally murdered someone. I'm an old man.
Obviously, the Sith planned.
Obviously, all of the evidence of the crime scene was planted. There's a few things I need to clear up. There's more I can talk to him about, but I think I have to know other things first. Okay. There's going to be a lot of talking on this planet. I apologize in advance. Where's the bar? Stephen. Will you resubscribe now then, Stephen? Cut the small talk. What do you want? What do you want me to do? I'm gonna just take this because it's gonna be something I can do on my way to do other things. What's in this for me?
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Yar!
Is this the plot line that has like the drilling stuff underwater?
Yes. I appreciate that, Stephen. I will endeavor to remember to call it football. I'll do it, but only for the money. It's not a lot of money, to be fair. I should get more. This guy is a hoot and a half, this Iridorian. Sorry, just fell down a Wikipedia rabbit hole. The Selkath is named Mantu, and he's from Manan, which is really leaning hard on the whole manta ray name, isn't it? I didn't realize so Manan is still canon then, too. That's cool. It's strange. A mercenary who's not for hire?
There are other mercenaries you can hire, though I suggest you act quickly. The Republic seems to be in desperate need of mercenaries right now. They're not...
This guy's just so up on himself. I am Iridorian. Look, bask in my glory, my Iridorian glory.
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Ajani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the mental...
This guy's throwing shade.
...credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
Sure. Why not? Oh no, you got blue screen, Yagi. It really is. I like to just click random article and find like the little stub articles on things. Oh, I was supposed to talk to him about something. Oh. Hold on. It's because I haven't... Hold on. I had to talk to this guy first. That's why I can't find that dialogue. Right? So much. So much time clicking. I've heard you're no friend of the Sith. My allegiances are my own business. Mostly because I want you to talk to me. Have you guys played the Wikipedia game? If I know what you're talking about, I have watched the Gregories play it. And that's always fun.
We have a version of it on our forums.
We do have a version of it on our forums. I think I have played it then. Right? I like that too. My favorite article on Wikipedia is the one for pants. Oh, right. This guy's just talking. So basically, a bunch of the Selkath children have gone missing. And he's like, I'll give you money if you find out what's going on. Yeah. That's the one. Gregory Brothers have done that too. It's pretty interesting.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Ajani can help you.
I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish.
What about the Selkath youth? Tell me about the youth. What do you think of the youth? I'm your friend. You want to tell me what's going on?
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you.
That's gonna be my new answer. Anytime somebody's like, Jess, are we friends? I'm gonna be like, an Iridorian has no friends, but I feel a strange kinship with you. I'm just gonna start having this much ego all of the time.
They would have been better off hiring a Johnny for the errands they had me running.
Right, Nolan? He's so into himself.
The task paid well, but was boring.
It's beneath me. I usually, if you notice, I'm amused. Yagi, an Iridorian, has no friends, but I do feel a strange kinship with you.
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have
I
betrayed
need like a really golden outfit like that too.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is it still? It's finally not snowing where I am. It is today. It's like 70 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. Hold on, 1 second. Hey Siri, what's the current temperature in Celsius?
It's 18 degrees Celsius right now.
There you go. That's my current temperature. 18 degrees Celsius. Do you know anything about this? Probably not. Okay, we're gonna go. XP. Lobot. That's great. That's great, Django. It does look really inconvenient. I am, for anyone who's interested, I'm going to, what is going on, game? What the frick, game?
Yes?
Okay, go over there, Jolie, so I can play as me. I'm going to show you the best pickup line ever. Hold on. Just passing through. It's the last thing he says.
Well, you picked a real stink. I wish we could bomb it. It isn't easy here, you know. But I don't really want it to.
Okay, so I'll say I'm going now, and then he's going to give me the best pickup line.
Oh, I get it. I get a little too forward and you want to hold it against me. Hey, I just thought of something. If I said you had a great body, would you hold it against me? Barkeep.
By best pickup line, I mean pickup line most likely to get you punched. But it's still funny.
Have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is.
Is the Brock and the same thing? I googled and they look the same. That is a great question, Nolan.
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided.
I think it's something similar to that. So Zabrak is a species, and Zabrak live on many planets. So I think it's kind of like that thing I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, where a lot of times there's like a galactic word for something, but then there's like what the frick is going on with my running right now? We're in a bar, so the game is drunk. But that was a big confusing thing in canon for a long time. Oh, Iridorian. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about. Yeah. It's his spelling. I was gonna say I didn't think he was the same thing. But anyway, there is a thing with. I literally had to read that word 5 times before I noticed the spelling difference. Running exactly. Stop working. Exactly, Fat Bat. That's exactly what's going on. But yeah, because like there's the Zabrak that are Night Brothers on what's it called? Friggin' A. Dathomir. Wow, I'm tired. There's Zabrak on Dathomir. So they would be Dathmiri. Exactly. Exactly what Django is typing is what is exactly correct. That's where I came in. It's kind of like, like I was saying, those, I think there's like indigenous words for things, and then there's like galactic words for things. Exactly, Yagi. Or even in Star Wars, back to Michigan or Michigani. No, they're Michiganders, and you know it. Michiganian is not a thing. We're Michiganders. That's how it works. Don't tell me otherwise. What's up, Ignis?
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Eh?
Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Or you can just lie for me. What did you see the night of the murder?
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry.
Exactly. Fat bat.
Run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast.
Later, Jay. Thank you for dropping by. It was great. Again, wonderful timing when you showed up, which was perfect. May you fly, may you soar on the wings of eagles, as they would say. Could have gone off after he left. Could you testify that it happened?
No way.
What if I?
What? Why the hell? Now is there any?
Crap.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out.
I'll make this work. I think if I bribe him, it'll work.
The Sith woman. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he's still going pretty
He's the man said bluntly. There you go. Night Jay. Don't tell me anything about Solo. I don't want to know. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm so excited to see it.
No, I don't.
Okay, we're gonna try bribing him. Wow.
What? Now is there any?
The fudge? Okay, well, clearly I need to level up. Which is gonna take a while. Why can't I get this to work? Darn you. And I don't have, like...
You're the one defend.
We're gonna try this one more time.
Run good. Yeah, I'm pretty damn. No. No. What? Now is there?
Okay, well, it's definitely not a roll problem. Lips are sealed. Makes me think of something else that I was playing. Hey, Feareth Me, what's up?
You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunray and Alasa? They were totes sleeping together. That's what he knows. Sith Master? Oh, she was totes a Sith, too.
100. You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why
I really should have kept putting points in Persuade. I just figured I'd be intimidating people all the time.
But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course.
Yes, Noland. In fact, if I had taken Canderous with me, he would have had special dialogue with him.
Seems so. Now that's all I'm going to...
Dun, 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 dark side. So, Yagi, you see the little red silhouette thing up in the upper left hand? That's how I know I got dark side points. $100 credits. Oh, there's a guy who chats you up at the bar. And when you walk away, he says, if I told you you had a great body, would you hold it against me? Which I think is funny. It's an old joke, but it's funny. Gloopor! Gloopor tell everything to Selkath. Yep, that's the line. It's a funny line, but it's also a good way to get slugged if you say it to the wrong person. How did you know someone made Glupor? Because Glupor just told me. And then I think this room is just non-existent. Yeah, this room is just non-existent. Okay, so the only other thing to do is, like, talk to the barkeep that I can't make anything do. What is this mysterious man in the hallway?
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunray murder trial, are you not?
So, we can do the Sunray murder trial if you want. I don't even know. I don't know if there's, like, you can get dark side points for, like, bribing people and crap. I don't even know if there's a dark side way to resolve it, because there's not a light side way to resolve it.
Let us just say that
That's why I really hate this quest line. You're talking crazy talk.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it.
What?
Both kept their hands in this from the start.
What?
If you want to get to the bottom of this murder,
What?
you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
You have no one else to trust.
Trust no one. The truth is out there.
And if you heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Like, talking to those guys gives me some dark side points. I think I'm, like, full dark side now. Oh, I'm not full dark side yet, so, like, farming dark side points is good. That is so weird. I'm not even full dark side. There is not light side underwear, but there's dark side underwear. That is just tripping me the crap out right now. Like, why do the dark siders get special underwear? That doesn't make any sense. Shady Rodian has Pazak cards for me. It is a song, and it's a good song, Nolan. Why are you standing in this corner? I am here for my own reasons. That's going to be another one. Whenever somebody is like, why are you doing this? For my own reasons. Either do business with me or leave. It's going to be my new answer. Crap, I want to stop coughing. Will I ever not cough again? That's what I want to know. I love that you still, Django, have, like, the college sense of motivation where you'll, like, think of a thing and then just, like, get it done in just hours. But then, like, other things, you're like, I'll get to it eventually.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I still have a college diet, so I am in no place to judge.
To be fair, I'm still in college.
You are still in college. I am really pumped for them to do a Lando movie. I didn't want to click on the droid. So yeah, on Thursday, we're going to still do our streamcast and try to avoid solo spoilers. And one of the things we might talk about is how much I want a Lando movie now that Kathleen Kennedy's talking about it. You can take your credits when you pry them from my cold, dead hand. Come at me, Sith. I'll teach you a lesson about the Force. The Sith embassy is that way, but we're not going to go that way, because we're going to break into the Sith embassy a different way. Oh, but I gotta... Well, it's on my way back anyway, it's fine. I'm not trying to talk with you, lady. Like, what the frick? I didn't click on you. Like, what even is your damage right now? You guys remember that phrase, what's your damage? Is that still a phrase? Right? I don't know. She was just like, you, walking down the street. I'm like, lady, I got my own business. It's not yours. Leave me alone. Alright. Who wants to do some swoop racing? Who are you? I can't remember if he has a side quest or not. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Let's swoop race. Did I save? I think I did. I'm gonna save again just in case though. Oh yeah, I did. I see the thumbnail. That's cool. I don't need to save again then. Why is there a fee? I want a timed race. Oh, right. He's the practice run guy. Because everything on Manon has to be difficult. You talk to one guy for practice runs, and you talk to a different guy for something else. I'm interested in racing. I have raced on Tatooine. He's like, Tatooine doesn't count. It's not a real place. I'm ready to race. I don't know what time I'm trying to beat, so that's cool. my persuade sucks. There we go. Zetus Lapidus. Yes, that's still a phrase as far as I'm concerned. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's like zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. Supernova Girl 2382. I can do that. I don't remember this course at all. Let's do it. I remember racing a lot on Tatooine, but not racing a lot on Manon. I think it's because on Tatooine, it's like actually worth it because you actually get a lot of credits, and you don't actually get a lot of credits on Manon. So it was like, it just was not worth the stress to me to figure out the course. I think I'm gonna lose. Oh no, I just barely won. Like, I just barely won. And I'm gonna get like 500 credits. Do you guys want to watch more swoop racing? Because I don't know this course super well, and I'm not gonna get a lot of money for it. But I can do swoop racing if you guys want to watch it. Let me know. Anyone who's out there. What is the time limit? It's different each round. I can look it up real quick. Let me save, though, so I don't have to do that round again. I can figure out what the times are. Do one more try and move on? That sounds fair. Let's see, what's the time to beat? I think she's the second one. 23:25. Yeah, basically. I basically did, like, as long as I don't hit that block, I can beat the second round. The third one might be a little tricky. Yeah, let's just keep going for it. Here's the guy whose time I just beat. There's a plot line with him, but it's mostly a light side plot line anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. You cannot get out of paying 100 credits a race on this one. Okay, let's do it. The controls aren't being super responsive right now. Okay. Hit. 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 Darn it, missed it. Shift. See, I just don't know, like, the best, like, path on this course. Okay, I think I still won. It's gonna be, I'm probably not gonna keep going though, because the next one was 2250, and I think I can only beat it if I know the right path, and I don't feel like figuring out the right path. Later, if we're jonesing for some swoop bike racing, I'll come back. 1,000 credits, so that's still a fair amount of money. I'll be back later. We got plenty of time. Well, we only got like another hour of the stream, and we haven't done anything exciting yet. Oh, I haven't done anything with the bounty hunter plot. Okay. Let's go do that then. That's what we'll do. We'll go do the bounty hunter plot, and then we'll go back to Dentooine so I can finish that. Like I said, so there's supposed to be 3 guys for the bounty hunter plot that I'm supposed to hunt down, but one of them I don't have to hunt down because he's on, HK! Get over here. He's on Kashyyyk, and he's presumably dead in the conflict on Kashyyyk. East Central. So the names of the locations on this planet are West, West Central, East Central, and East. Man, you guys have been killing it in the bounties today. It's awesome. Y'all some real bounty hunters in there. So let's go into the Republic base and find the guy that I'm supposed to murder. Now I have that song from frickin' Xena stuck in my head. Xenon, not Xena. Boom, 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 make my... That's true. I shouldn't be surprised. Hey, you. I've got better things to do than argue with prisoners. Nolan's a Padawan. Oh! Karma, Yagi. That's that karma you were talking about. Slice. Kill. I don't know what happened. What could have happened? I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. Then again, Yagi, see, it says dark side points gained. So this is a guy I can interrogate to get into the Sith base. I can also go in here and hack a card. Crap, man. Blah, 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 encryption stuff that's probably not even real. Okay. What I am gonna do is trade out HK. Come on. For T3. Come here, little droid. Because you have mad computer skills. Slice into Republic computer. Access restricted archives. So here we're going to get a data recording that proves that Sunry is actually guilty of murder. So what we actually end up finding out is Sunry... Frick! Foot cramp. I'm fine. I'm not dying or anything. My foot is just in pain. It's fine. What we find out is that Sunry was having an affair, because he's married, we met his wife already, with a chick who ended up being a Dark Jedi. He finds out that chick was only with him because she's a spy. So he gets real upset and kills her. The Republic is like, oh man, or no, the Republic is like, oh man, we can't like let Sunry look bad. So then they cover up his murder. But then they're like, the Sith are like, yeah, but this is exactly what we've wanted this whole time. So we're going to reset up Sunry for murder he's already committed so that we get a one-up on the Republic. And that is what's going on. That is the plot line on here. Where is the stupid Rhodian? I think I went the wrong way. Oh no, he's here. No, he's not. Crap. I went to the wrong one. This is fine. That's cool, Django. I'm just gonna wander around lost on Manon for a little while. It's totally fine. Okay, I was already on the right one. Silly me. Okay, so let's go tell this guy I killed one dude. And then we're gonna go back to Dantooine. I like him. I know I like my trash can too. He's pretty cool. And then we're gonna go back to Dantooine briefly so I can do a thing. Oh, okay. Yep. So we have Gamorrean. Second is a shapeshifter, and the third is a Cellcath. Okay, so I was supposed to kill either of the two. That makes sense. So now I'm on to other people. I really don't know this plot line super well because, like I said, I've never done it before. Warren's a freelance bounty hunter. He's very good, but a bit too sadistic. He likes to watch people suffer. He was last seen on Tatooine, so we have to go back to Tatooine. Taking a break from hunting sentients by going after a Krat dragon. Okay. Tell me about the other guy. Shapeshifter. So I need to find someone who could look like anyone. He's on Kashyyyk. And the third guy should be on Dantooine. I bet he's somewhere on Manon. I thought there was a guy on Dantooine. The guy on Dantooine was the other guy. Oh, so I don't need to go back to Dantooine at all. That's perfect then. Why would Vec set up a meeting? Oh, that's who that Vec guy is. Okay, I always knew he had a subplot. I just didn't know what it was. Okay, so I still have to do this before I finish Manon. 'Cause reasons. If I were doing this light side, I can come back to Manon, but I'm 90% sure when I'm done with this mission on the dark side, I can't come back, but I'm not sure that's a thing. Okay, so let's look at my journal real quick here. Go speak to Vec. We know where Vec is. He's in the swoop bike place. Gotta go to Kashyyyk, and I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go on Kashyyyk. Because there's one area that was clearly for something that I've never been able to do. And then on Tatooine. So he's probably back by the Krat Dragon Cave that we already were at. So this might very well take the rest of the stream. Yeah, I think you get permabanned if you do the dark side ending to this planet. But considering we're probably not going to do the rest of the Sunray murder trial unless all of you really want to watch a trial, it's not anywhere near as exciting as Law and Order. I'm just going to not do it, and it's going to be fine. You can't, like, not take the quest unless you just never bring Jolie to this planet. But we're going to do this one, and then we'll go do the Tatooine and Kashyyyk ones. And then there probably will be a little bit. Yeah, it's long and drawn out. Like, it wouldn't be because I'd skip through it, but, like, then what's the point of me doing it if I'm just going to skip through all the dialogue? Like, you don't get much XP from it. The only thing I worry about is it might stop Jolie from talking to me. And we might not get the rest of his stories. So I'm just going to check on that and then figure it out. Okay, so he's going to set up the meeting for me. can do that. So we're gonna add Jolie back in because I want to check and see if I can still talk to him. I mean, if the plotline is gonna keep me from handling ever talking to Jolie again. Oh no, see, I'll still be able to ask Jolie questions about his past. So yeah, we're not gonna do the Sunry trial. So yeah, I'm thinking let's do this bounty hunter stuff. And then I might just fill out the stream with, where am I trying to go? I might just fill out the stream with some odds and ends, and then next week we'll do the fun parts of Manan, which are the Sith base and then the Republic base. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think the way this is going, I think that'll go well. HK, get over here. It's always you. Where are you? Oh my gosh, where are you?
Yes?
I'm here.
It's taking you like 900 years to get here. I always wondered what this Vec guy was for. I could always tell he must be important. What if I just left my party behind? HK and JK, yeah. HK47. Okay. Not like my political commentary.